It is the day after the night before, or the back I'm down, not really, but let's just get into it. Russell Martin's got some comments to say, and then I'll have something to say on Russell Martin. Yeah, I mean, it feels like rock bottom. Don't really want to speak on it, folks, but I'm going to have to. But right, so Martin. Heard a little bit of what Martin said. I mean, I don't know if he's going to say it in this because I'm on BBC Sport, but he's like, how can he honestly turn around and say, right, that, oh, I'm on the sidelines, I can't do anything, like during the game? You're the manager. To come out and say that, it's like, to turn around and say something like that is basically, say we start at pish, right? Say we conceded the Giga goal, right? But we survived the storm, right? We steady the ship, and then we win 3-1. So he can't take any credit for that. Now, here, that's a pipe dream, because, of course, that did not happen, brother. All right, but, yeah. Anyway, I don't even know, right? That's what Martin said, and I quote, "That's as hard as it will ever be for the players on the pitch. I'm proud of how they responded. We concede a crazy goal and don't respond anywhere near well enough. Then we concede out of anxiety and make decisions based on desperation. The game plan went out the window. When you're 2-0 down after 7 minutes, tactics don't come into it. It's not about style of play, it's about reaction. And we didn't react well. They all displayed courage in the second half. We recovered properly and we hurt them as much as they hurt us. That goal changes everything." End of quote. Right. I mean, does Russell Martin have a single digit IQ? Let's actually just go through that, right? They all displayed courage in the second half. We recovered properly and we hurt them as much as they hurt us. That goal changes everything. I mean, he's not even suggested, we almost hurt them as badly as they hurt us. Mate, we conceded 3 goals. We scored 1. That gives you a total of 3-1 Bruges. And I wouldn't even argue, I'd say it's a slam dunk. I'd say even if that game ended 3 each, I wouldn't even say we hurt them as much as they hurt us. Because most people that I've listened to and talked to are saying that was the worst 20 minutes they've ever seen at Ibrox. So unless we gave Bruges the worst 70 minutes they've ever seen at an away ground, I don't really see how we could possibly even argue that case. So the guy's, he's a car salesman, man. He's Michael Beale 2.0. Never good enough, should never been appointed. And to even try and spin that we hurt them as good as they hurt us is ridiculous, man. I mean, if this was a gunfight, we'd be lying dead. It's that simple. You know, this would be the equivalent of getting shot 2 times in the chest with a shotgun, then 1 in the head. But as we fall, our gun goes off and it clips the guy who killed us in the shoulder, and it's like a flesh wound. That would be the equivalent, man. I just don't understand this logic for Russell Martin. Guy's lost the plot, and I don't really understand where he's going with that, because that is a ridiculous comment to make. But like I said, you can't start playing football at 3-0 down, and to suggest that whole hurting business, man, it's like they take the foot off the gas at 3-0. If Club Bruges, and that's the thing, Club Bruges took the foot off the gas. They had the foot on the gas, and we had the foot on the reverse. We were going completely and utterly backwards, man. Downright disgusting first half performance. And I'm not even going to attempt to spin what he's spinning when he's saying, oh, he's proud of the players and this and that. End of the day, folks, we only played really well. Well, I say really, we didn't play really well, but we only upped our levels to a decent level because they were 3-0 up. And by that point, the pressure's off. And Al McGregor said on Amazon, like, post-match, he's like, I was only here for a couple of months at the end of last season, but he doesn't understand what it takes the team to go 2 or 3 down before they start performing. And I think a lot of us are wondering that, asking that same question, because for whatever reason, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense why that is the case. Will it be found out? I don't think it ever will be. No, Tav didn't start, Cortez didn't start, Barami didn't start, Doyle didn't even come on, right? These are all guys that you would associate with being wasters, lightweights, never should play a game for this club again. if you look at the midfield that we played and the front three that we played, Huffy Danilo, right? We're getting as strong as we could field, if we're being honest, man. Because we're not going to bring in another right back. That is a given. We are stuck with Tav and Aarons, right? And I think Aarons at this point is favoured less than Tav, because at least Tav offers something going forward, even if he is brutal, right? And I want rid of him. We're not bringing another right back. Left back, well, we've got rid of Yefty. Yilmaz has been deemed surplus to requirements, and we will be getting rid of him, right? Make no mistake about it. We've brought in a loanee for Brentford. There will be another guy getting brought in, I believe. So that's like the only position that's going to get strengthened. Are we really going to bring in another centre back? The Mendy deal fell through, but I wouldn't be surprised if we just bring in another centre back with no experience and about 20 games to his name. I don't see this team getting drastically better. So see this team that we've seen over the past couple of weeks since the Motherwell game, where it's been changed and we've had like, oh, a different front three, Ant-Man's in there, etc. I mean, there's not going to be drastic changes, man. There really, really ain't going to be. And I just don't see how it gets drastically better. I think in order for there to be drastic changes, we would have to sell quite a few players, right? To free it up, get a bit of money, / actually qualify for the Champions League and get the money that way. So, yeah. He went on to say, they've all displayed courage in the second half. We recovered properly and we hurt them as much as they hurt us. That goal changes everything. The tie is still open. We have the privilege of hunting and chasing. We go in as underdogs. I'll enjoy that, and I think the players will as well. End of quote. But the tie's still open. We'll go in as underdogs and the players will enjoy that. Fuck, we went into this game as underdogs. Let's face facts, man. We're pish. Now I thought here, maybe the Ibrox factor will get us over the line, we'll win. But going into this tie over 2 legs, we're the underdogs. We're worse than Club Brugge. Yesterday proved that. Oh, it's almost like Russell Martin's getting a hard on at the thought we're going in as underdogs. Mate, we're pish. How about that? How about that for underdogs, Russell Martin, eh? Guy's just a bit of a weirdo. Guy's just weird, Russell Martin. Well, so he was asked about the fans. He says, I understand the intensity and emotion here, but it can't change the way we work and become a weight around the players' necks. There's been a fragility in this club for a long, long time. The club's bounced around different plans, hence strong emotions. Now we have owners that understand where the club has been, where it's at, where it's going. I came to this club knowing it wasn't going to be easy or a quick fix. I hope we'll be judged in May, and then by then we'll be in a really good place in winning stuff. Now, this club, I'm sorry, man. He says there's a lot to be excited about moving forward. I don't agree with Tom English all that much, but he said if Martin doesn't change, he'll get the sacked. He will. But guess what, guys? We openly know this guy doesn't change. So, I mean, this was the fear. But you know what the problem is? We knew this guy's style of play wouldn't suit Europe as much. See, if we were sitting top of the league, blowing teams away domestically, and, you know, pumping Alba like 8-0, and all that good stuff, I don't think many of us, I'm not saying we wouldn't be bothered, right? Because you still want Champions League football. But if we were sitting on 6 points out of 6, playing unreal domestically, and putting teams to the sword by like 4 and 5, which we should be, you know, when you spend 20 million, man, on top of the squad value we've got, that's what you should be doing. Then I think people would accept a 3-1 defeat to Bruges, even in this fashion. Be like a one-off, but this is every game we're having a meltdown. I mean, so you'd be far more accepting, right, of losing this game, even if it was the same manner. It's the fact when you coincide it with how bad we've been every other game, apart from one, then that's where it becomes unacceptable. And also, like I said, there's ways to lose a game 3-1 against Bruges. They're a better team than us. But see, when you hand them 3 goals, like even their third goal's good, right? But look at Rothwell, he headers it into an area, and then there's just a bunch of guys that do nothing. So lazy, so lethargic, just pointing the finger at each other, no accountability. And then Danilo just lets the centre back run past him, put it in top bins. And see, then you start trying to play football at 3-0 down. You're beat. Even if we were taking on a team in the league, man. Even Dundee, Stephen Presley's Dundee. See, if 3-0 down, you're snookered. Like, we fucking struggled against them when it was 1-0. So, yeah. That's where we'll leave it, man. Martin's got to go. Nothing's changed, and he's beginning to sound like Beale and Clement wrapped into one. I mean, how is this guy supposed to get the team amped up backstage? I seen somebody saying, "Oh, he's probably when he's telling them things at half time, he's probably getting the hair out of his eyes." And it's like, once I imagined that, I just couldn't not imagine it. Loser mentality, man.